Hello, my friend. Welcome to the office. I don't want things to go back to normal. Do you? No, I don't want things to go back to normal. If things that were normal were perfect, then maybe I'd want to go back there. But they weren't perfect, and we're deceiving ourselves if we think they were. No, I want to take advantage of this time. I want to press on. I want to move forward. I want to grow up. I want to grow up in faith and grace and knowledge and obedience. I want to press forward during this time. And I want to learn new things. There's new things that I need to learn. I don't want to go back to normal. No, when we talk like that, or when I even think like that, like I want to go back to normal, it makes me think of the Israelites back in the Old Testament. What was normal for them was 400 years in Egypt. That was normal for them, and it's what they wanted to go back to. It was servitude. They had idolized in their heart what it used to be like, and they wanted to go back. They didn't need to go back. They needed to move forward. They needed to move forward into the promised land. And their 40 years of tenting it in the wilderness didn't seem like a blessing to them, but they were moving forward toward the promises of God. So the Israelites, they wanted to go back to normal. I don't want to be like them. In our present Bible study, we're studying the book of Ruth. And for Ruth to return to normal would have been for her to go back with her sister-in-law to Moab. That would have been normal. That would have been what she was used to, but it wouldn't have been the right path. So I'm learning, I'm thinking through these things, and I'm like, man, I don't want to go back to normal. If normal was perfect, then yeah, I would want to go back there, but normal wasn't perfect. And I've got areas in which I need to mature and grow, and the church has areas in which it needs to mature and grow. And God in His providence has allowed this time, and boy, we ought to be learning from it. What do we need to be setting aside that used to be normal, that wasn't good? What are new practices, new things that God would have us to engage in with new attitudes and new vigor? Those are things that I'm pressing into. As I've been thinking along these lines, I was actually encouraged this morning by an author that I was reading, and he put succinctly into words where my heart is and where my thoughts have been. And so let me just encourage you with these few sentences this morning. This is by Warren Wiersbe, an author. He's kind of been a mentor of mine spiritually over the years. I've read a number of his works. But this is what he said. He said, before God changes our circumstances, He wants to change our hearts. If our circumstances change for the better, but we remain the same, then we'll become worse. God's purpose and providence is not to make us comfortable, but to make us conformable. Conform to the image of His Son. Christ-like character is the divine goal for each of His children. Boy, I want to press on. I want to become more and more like Jesus Christ. I want the church that I lead to press on and to move forward and to take new ground, if you will. So I'm trying to learn during this time, and certainly trying to check my heart, saying I don't want to go back. No, I want to go forward. Don't want to return. No, I want to move ahead. So I'm praying to that end, and I'm keeping my eyes on the Scripture and my eyes on Jesus Christ, and I've got things to learn, and I trust you do as well. But let's continue encouraging one another in the Lord and pressing forward toward perfection. You have a good day, and the Lord willing, I'll circle back later this week, and we'll share some more time together again.